What's up everyone, I'm back with another Marcin tutorial today, this time doing his version of Vivaldi's Winter. So get your guitar in D, G, D, G, A sharp, D. And let's begin. So we are going to begin with this thing, which is your 15th fret on the B string and your 13th fret on the high E string. Might be the only easy part of this whole arrangement, so enjoy it while you can. And then we're going to let this low E string ring out, and then we're going to put our middle finger on the 19th fret and our ring finger on the 19th fret as well, the D string and the high E string. Again, you don't want this. So mute the G and the B strings in between with your middle finger. So, right. And then we're going to switch to this chord, and we're going to mute the B string this time, but we're going to play the G string on the 17th fret, the D string on the 16th fret, and then get our pinky on this 19th fret here, and then mute the B string. So we have... Now we're going to make that same exact shape that we did on the 19th fret on the 20th fret. So... give it a good strum, and then pull off. Now we're gonna make the shape here, which is on the 8th fret of the D string, 7th fret of the G string, and 8th fret of the high E string. We're gonna hammer it on and pull it off. While we do this. So together, everything. Okay, cool. Next, we're gonna play this note here on the 13th fret of the low E string and make that chord. So we have 13th fret on the D string, 15th fret on the G string, and 17th fret on the high E string, and we're muting the B string. You can use your first finger for this. Now we're gonna do a harp harmonic on the 19th fret. If you don't know what a harp harmonic is, you are placing your first finger over the fret. You are not pressing it down, you are just placing it over the fret, and then you are using your pinky to strum the note. And that creates a harmonic sound without having to use two hands. So we're doing... Okay, while we do that, we are playing this, tapping this note, 3rd fret on the low E string. Hammer onto the 5th fret of the A string. Now we're gonna play the 3rd fret of the D string while we hit this part of the guitar, so. Now we're gonna hammer on. Again, that's. So it's the same thing we did before with like the 19th fret, but on the 7th fret. And then we're gonna slide that to the 10th fret, and then play the harmonic again, and then the 10th fret again. So you have... Okay, so next for our 3rd chord, we're gonna use the bass note on the 8th fret of the low E string, and then 12, 13, and 15 on the D, G, and high E strings respectively. Mute the B string again. Now we're gonna do a harp harmonic on the 24th fret. Same technique on the G string, and then we're going to hammer on at the same time the 1st fret of the low E string. Now we're going to tap with these two fingers the 8th fret on the D and E string, and then pull off to the 5th fret D and E string on with the other hand. So one more time, and then we're going to tap this 8th fret on the A string. So now we're going to swivel our left hand underneath, which is probably the hardest part of this whole piece, at least for me, besides these harmonics, which are really difficult to get. then play this the 12th fret on the A and the G strings, and then the 13th fret with our ring finger on the D string. So we have now harmonic again, same one, and then back down with our ring finger on the 13th fret. So we have sorry, what am I doing? One more time. Now to our last chord, 7th fret on the low E string, and then the 11th, 12th, and 13th fret, D, G, and E again, muting the B string. And then our last one here is the D string and the E string again, muting the G and the B strings on the 16th fret. Pull off like we did before. And then we're going to make the same shape that we did here on that first chord, but we're going to do it on the 4th fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret on the D, G, and E. Same right hand technique. So again, that whole last chord would be okay. And now before we move on to the final part, I'm just going to play everything slowly. So we have so for that part, we're going to start by playing the low E string, then hammer onto the 4th fret, then the 7th fret, and then 11, tap. Now we're going to slide our first finger to the 7th fret, and then do 9, 12, 9, 9, 12, 9, tapping the 12 here. And then those 9, 12, 9 is in the A string, so. Now we're going to slide our first finger again to the 11th fret of the D string. And then tap the 14th fret. So 11, 14, 11 on the D string. Now our ring finger is going to go to the 14th fret of the A string. And then we're going to tap the 18th fret twice with our first finger here. So. And then end it with the low E, which puts you right back to the start, etc. So yeah, that's the full tutorial.